What's going on, you guys? I'm going to do a YouTube Hall of Fame ballot, which I don't think I've done in many years. And I'm going to kind of make it short and to the point just because I feel like crap. I actually called in from work today, but I just watched someone else's video and they said tonight at midnight was the deadline, so I thought I would get in and knock this out. So first, and these are, I hate no particular order, that's what everyone always says, no particular order. Josh Johnson fan, Dave Archer, I believe it's Josh Johnson fan. I've just known him as Dave for 100 years. I think I've been on YouTube 10 years, 11 years, 12 years maybe, I'm not sure. It's been over a decade. And Dave was already on here then. And Dave kind of cracks me up, man, because his content quality or editing or anything like that, it isn't going to blow you away. You know what I mean? He pushes record kind of like me and just lets it fly. I remember back in the day, I'm doing like videos and like burping and stuff. Man, he cracks me up. But he's kind of like no filter, man. What you see is what you get, and I love his honesty. I keep on trying to get on his podcast or his live, and it just never lines up. So we'll make that happen one day, Dave, I promise. Next, he's going to piss me off, but whatever, man. Canadian Cards, Mike. I like the way Mike collects because he's freaking all over the place. He's like ADHD of collecting because you just never know what you're going to see on his channel. And he rarely just shows it and goes on to the next thing. He normally talks about it, a little story, how he got it, why he got it. So for me, that's very entertaining and must watch. Next is Josh, Rated Rookie. Very high-end stuff, very nice stuff. You'll get modern, you'll get vintage, you'll get junk wax, you'll get all kinds of stuff with Josh. Not to mention the dude's just the salt of the earth, man. I couldn't imagine meeting a nicer dude than Josh. Jericho 941 IMI, Michael Shane. Love that dude, man. He's been in this community forever. I think he's another guy that was here when I got here. We're all a little older and a little bolder, Michael, and he's still hanging with the new kids and stuff, making videos every now and then. Huge Johnny Bench collector. I love Michael Shane to death. Absolutely amazing guy. Purple GT 22, same thing. And I hate to keep beating that drum, but I'm going to. He's been around for over a decade. Makes content on and off for a reason, and it's a damn good reason. But I think if cards were dealt a different way, I think Steve would be making videos all the time. But I'm not going to go into that. That's really not my place. Next, Sweepa 21, Phil or Motown Male. For me, absolute must frickin' watch for me as a TTMer. He does 2 videos a month, one with his son, one with his daughter. I think he does the TTMs with his daughter because I see her all the time. And man, he just thinks outside of the box when it comes to TTM, and he's one of the channels that I watch for inspiration and ideas of who to send to monthly. So Phil, and I don't know if I said it, but he's been around for over a decade too. Because I'm Carlos, I think Carlos is extremely misunderstood. I didn't always understand Carlos, and I honestly don't think I still understand Carlos. Because my ears don't listen as fast as he talks. But I love Carlos, man. Great guy. Very opinionated. And he's not going to be afraid to tell you what he thinks. But I can watch him on his live events that he does with his buddies, which he invites anybody and everybody on. If you want to get on there, he's going to get you on there. I love his live events, man. I'll go upstairs and be doing some Slab City stuff for hours, and you can just watch his live events. Next, Jimmy Guns. I haven't watched a gun show auction in probably a year or two, but just the stuff Jimmy has done on and off in the community is just beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing. Very, very big dude. I think if you've seen him on the street, a very, very scary dude, but very honest and very humble. And I just love what he does for the community. There's no one else right now, to the best of my knowledge, doing what he is doing and has done for many, many years. Next, this guy will probably be the only vote this dude gets, and he honestly would give two shits if he got in or not, because he hadn't made a video in 5-6 years. But Sicted for 2024, he is the dude that single-handedly got me into the community. Absolutely loved his videos back in the day. Just a great guy. His name's Chris. And I met him at a national about 5 or 6 years ago, and it's like we were long lost brothers, man. We'd never met each other, never talked to each other until we met in that hotel lobby and sparks flew. And then last, Don, Field of Dreams. He's not normally my normal type of content that I watch. Vintage guy, but his stuff is always entertaining for me. So I like watching videos of stuff that I don't PC and I don't collect, just from an educational standpoint. Helps me just kind of broaden my horizons and learn different things. So that's that. This is actually about 5 minutes longer than I was hoping. So Jake, keep doing what you're doing, man. This thing just seems to grow every year. Not as much drama this year, at least that I've seen, as in years past. This thing's always been like a fire under the community's ass, man, of content. And it seems like this year it's gotten to be less. I remember when Mike did this, when he did it the first year, a lot of the old guards, a lot of the dudes that I loved and hung out with at the time, and they were so pissed off, man. And I think it's kind of difficult, honestly, to get in, especially nowadays. I was lucky enough to get in the inaugural class. Sounds so silly to say. The first group of dudes that got in, and I'll be honest with you, if I didn't get in then, there's no freaking way I would be in now. I think the amount of votes that got me in nowadays, you wouldn't even be in probably the top 15. So for those of you that do get in this year, just know, like, you must be really, really, really loved to get that many votes, man, because it seems like every year there's more and more and more ballots and more competition. So until next time, adios, be safe, bye-bye, toodles.